What's happening, guys? It's B-RAD and welcome to another episode of the Graft to a Draft series. Now today, if you look at the screen here, we are on 719,000 coins. That is due to the fact that in the last pack and guess episode that we did, we packed a really good Totssf player in that sold for around about 240 to 250,000 coins, which put our balance up on the Graft to Draft account, which means we can today hopefully sort of snipe some of those more expensive players so we can achieve our 15,000 coins to enter the draft. So we are on 719,000. That does mean that by the end of the trading we need to get to 734,000. Now, prior to me recording this episode, I have had a little look at the League Un rare players to see if it's a potential that I could even snipe these cards, because I know that most of them are going for around about 3,000 coins right now. They seem like they are botted. I've seen a couple come up at around about 2,000 coins. They go, even on the 1 hour mark, they go in instantly before I've even had a chance. So we're not going to try and do them today. But what I will do, because we have got a higher coin balance, I will actually try and get some of the Totssf that are currently in packs. So we have the League Un players, and we also have the Latham Totssf that has just come out as well. So we're going to try and see if we can get some of them in today's video, and also we may well revisit again some of those methods with the special cards for the Clash of the Titans SBC. So without any further delay, what we'll do is we're going to go into our first player, and we're going to have a look at Ignacio Fernandez. He is a Totssf from the Latin America, and he goes for around about 110,000 coins, if I'm not mistaken. Somewhere around that region. So let's just double check that price. So he's gone down a little bit. Looks like about 106 there. How many are on there for that? Quite a few still. One at 98 there, which, if it weren't for the fact that it's, you know, it's gone already, to be fair. But yeah, so these are sort of 104 has been on there for 3 minutes, but really we're looking at trying to sell them for 100k or 102k. That means after EA's tax, obviously they take off around about 5k for that. So we are going to need to get this player for around about 95k. If we get him at 95, we're going to need to list him at 102, 103 to make a few thousand coins. If we get him under 95, then we get a Brucey bonus and we can sell him at 100k. So we're going to go on this card just for a little bit, try and see if we can get our snipe, and obviously if I do get any on this card, I will pop that into the video. Okay, so we've been going on Ignacio Fernandez for a little while now, and unfortunately we haven't even had one card come up. So we're going to move on. We don't want to waste too much time on just the one card when we've got plenty of others to choose from. We're going to go for one that's a slightly lower price card here. It is a player called Moreira. He's a right back. With a base rating card here of 72, so he could be either one of these. Let's check his first name, Jorge. So it is this guy. He is around about the I think 40,000 coin mark. So let's go down to the 40,000. And there's one on there at 40,000, so that should go in a second. And 40.5, that should go as well. So 41 is not quite selling out. So 40.5 is where we're looking at. Again, after tax, that's about 2,250 coins that will come off that, or 2,025 coins actually. So we need to get this guy at 37,000 or less in order to be able to sell this card at 40,500 and just make ourselves sort of 1,000 coin profit on that one card. So we'll go on Jorge Moreira for a little while and see if we can get any of these pop up. Okay, so again, nothing coming up for Jorge Moreira, not even a single card for us to try and snipe. So I'm going to move on to probably one of the most sought after cards in the game at the moment that's not from one of the top 5 leagues, and that is Opara. He goes for a massive 350,000 coins. So we'll just check how much he's got on there at the moment. So yeah, 345, there's one on there for. Now, in order for us to get a decent snipe on this card, we do need to get this for around about 17,000 less than what that is, really. Probably a little bit more. So we're looking to get it at sort of 325 or less. Now, Obviously, the chances of us doing that are pretty slim. One, because the chance of people packing this card is slim, but also then the chance of there people undercutting this card that massively is slim as well. But we're going to go on it. You never know. We may well pick up a snipe. We might spend a little bit more time on this card just to see if one does pop up, because everyone wants to see a premium snipe. Okay, so unfortunately we didn't get any Oparas pop up there. I'm still going to just have a little look as I do look for the next player that we're going to get. So the next one that we're going to move on to is a player called Morales. He's a base rated 76 player, but he's got a 92 rated Tots, and he is only 44,000 coins. Maxi Morales. So we'll just check that he is definitely around that price range. There we go, 45.5. He's got one there. So Footbin might help us out here a little bit, because it does say that his lowest buy now is 44.5, which means that people may list this around about 42, 43, and we might make some money. So 45.5, we can see there is one card on there that's been on there for 8 minutes. When you take a tax off again, you're looking at around about 2,300 after tax. So 43 would be good, but 42.5 is better. That would give us a little bit more leeway. So we'll try and see if we can pick a Maxi Morales up for 42,500 coins. And obviously, once again, if we do manage to get one, that will pop up in the video. And there you go, we get a really good snipe there at 40,000 coins. Knowing that that one was on there for 45.5 and hadn't quite sold yet, we will stick this up for 45, undercut that a little bit. Still going to be a good 2,000 coins after profit. As we go and pick up another one there at 42, we're going to list this one up at the 45, probably 45, 250. Again, undercutting that one that was on there for 45.5, but we'll only get a little bit more profit on that. So after tax, that one will be around about 1,200 coin profit. So we're at about 3,000 or 3,500 coins so far in profit, just off Maxi Morales. We've not been searching on this card that long, so he's obviously one of the more packable players in the Tots that has come out on Monday. As we go and pick up another one there for 42,000, we can see that one of ours is sold. We'll stick him up as well for the 45, 250. So that is around about 4,000 coins or so on Maxi Morales. We'll move on to another player, and we will try and have a look at... Okay, so our first Liga and Team of the Season player we are going to have a look at is Savanier. Now, the only problem with him, again, and quite a problem with a lot of the Team of the Seasons in the French League, is that they also have informs. So Savanier goes for around about 73k, but as you will see there are a couple of his inform cards in there as well. So what we'll do is we'll put him at 71 by now, see what comes up. Yeah, so there is one card on the end there at 70k, which has obviously not been up long, because, yeah, that's already gone. That wouldn't have actually been a bargain, because he needs to sell at 73, so that would have been a little bit just over the price range. We need to actually get this card for about 68,000 or under. But what I'm looking at here is I'm looking at these special cards and seeing how much they're all at. So as you can see, the highest rated one on there at the moment is 27,000 coins. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and change the minimum buy now price to 28,000. Now, it does mean that we would miss out on any minimum snipes of a Savanier, but that's not really what we're looking for today. We're looking just to make our 15,000 coins. And now we're going to go on this at 68,000 and try and see if we can pick a Savanier up, knowing that we can probably sell this card for 72,000 and make ourselves a little bit of profit. Okay, so very strangely, as I thought it would be one that's packed fairly often out of packs, we're not getting anything pop up for Savanier. Now obviously this is around about 5,000 coins cheaper than what his buy now price is showing at, but I would have thought that it'd be fairly commonly packed out of all the Tots players, and so for that reason people will try and undercut the price just in case it dips. But it does look like we're not going to find one, so we are going to move on to one player that actually last night I went on to Twitter. You can go and check out my Twitter page. It's at B-RAD861. And I saw that there was a YouTuber on there that had done some player pick upgrades, the 5-player picks for League 1. Now, on my Trade to Glory account, I don't have a lot of cards, and if I do, I tend to sell them to make money, because obviously, as a Trade to Glory account, I really need coins in order to be able to buy players that I want. However, I did have a look on there, and I had some untradeable League 1 players that were rare, and some that weren't. So rather than sort of make the 15,000 coins I could, I thought I would do one pack. And this is the pack that came out. So there you go. Can you believe it? In my player pick, I didn't just get one Tots offered to me. I got two offered to me, and obviously I did go and take Kenny Lala. Unfortunately, he doesn't really fit into my team. I might see if I can try and fit him in somehow, but it probably means me having to buy another icon. But I will be doing an episode on the Trade to Glory this week, so check that out. That might be on Friday or Saturday, because it will be based around FUT Champs ready for the Ultimate Team of the Season. But we're going to go and have a look at Kenny Lala's card. Now, just have a look again and see how much he is going for at the moment. So he is around about 329,000. So what a massive pull that was. I think he was a little bit cheaper on Xbox, but what a huge pull. Now, the only problem again that we do have is that he does have a special card that is a Team of the Week card, but around about 40, maybe 42,000 there seems to cap that off. So let's put that up to 42 or 41 and a bit, see what comes up. There's still a few on there at 44 and a half. Let's put it up to 46. Still some coming on there at 50k. Maybe that might be the max cut off. Looks like it, yeah. So we'll put that up to 51k. Again, it does mean that we're not going to get any minimum snipes, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking to pick up some Kenny Lalas for a cheap price. So there's one there at 326, which has been there for 7 minutes. That will probably sell. So we're looking at around about the 328 mark. Again, after tax, so we're taking off about 16 and a half or 17,000 coins. We need to really get this for around about 305 or just a little bit less than that. So we're going to try and pick him up for 304,000 coins. Hope that someone lists one for that low price. And in fact, I think I might have done my maths wrong a little bit there. Let's have a look again. Yeah, so 324 with 16k off would be 325. There's one going there. And the one that's 326 is still there. Well, okay, so that would actually be 17 off that. So that'd be 309. Let's go at 307 and see if we can pick one up for this. Again, I don't know how commonly packed Kenny Lala is out of packs. And also I do think that anybody that does pack him is again going to be checking the price range before they do sell the card. So the likelihood of us getting one of these come up for under 307,000 is slim. But you know, if we do manage to get one, it will be enough. Okay, so unfortunately nothing coming up for Kenny Lala either. So not really that successful on the snipes for the Team of the Season cards. However, obviously we do have the three Maxi Morales that we managed to get, where we have made a little bit of profit on those. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go and do the UCL rare cards. What I won't do is there's no point in me showing you all the way what cards I'm going to be doing through this, because there are so many different ones. But I'm going to be looking at the hybrid nations between leagues. So some of the best ones, for instance, between the Serie A and the Premier League that then link to other leagues are Dutch, German, Spanish, maybe even some French ones in there. But generally I'm going to be looking at players like Gundogan, Khedira, Darun, Wijnaldum, Jorginho, and some players like that. Going to get their UCL cards, try and see if we can snipe them, and you'll see at the end once we get the 15,000 coins that we need to do the draft. Okay, so we are finally done with the sniping. We really did struggle today, actually. I guess it's because it's now turned midday. I've been doing this video since about 11 o'clock, so it's an hour, which usually takes a lot longer. This takes a lot longer than it usually does. It's not usually anywhere near an hour before I've made the 15,000 coins. And actually, we've made it with making some really good snipes. As you can see, we're already at the 15,000 coin mark, and we have got a Fabinho waiting to sell. But I did go back and revisit the Liga, and this is probably why it took a little bit longer. I went back and had a look and see if I could just pick up some random Liga players, and I managed to pick both these guys up here for 1,000 coins. So that gave us an extra sort of nearly 2,000 coins each per card. Managed to pick up this Henderson for around about 3,300. Managed to pick up this Wijnaldum for I think around about 5,500, and this Gundogan for around about 4,500. So we made a really tidy profit on those. We think you probably got about $3,000 on those. I think maybe 2 on Hendo. That's 5, about 6.5, 8, and you're looking at, I think we made a total of 6 or 7 on those. So yeah, so that was our 15,000 coins, or just a little bit over. And then obviously we have got Fabinho selling at the moment. I think we managed to pick him up for, I think, about 6,900, and he's going. His cards on there were going for 7,900. So he's only 1,000 coins up, and it'll only give us around about a 400 coin profit on what we bought him for. But you know, profit's profit. It gives us enough in order to be able to go and do the draft, which is the main reason we are all here. So we're going to go and deposit our 15,000 coins into the draft. We have broken the duck finally on the last draft. Graft to a draft series, we did get past the second round, so that was a big achievement for us. And actually, annoyingly, in the semi-final there, we probably should have won that game as well. Looking at his formations, I'm going to play with the 4-3-2-1, so I know there are now some very decent wingers in the game. As we go and now the problem here is I want to take Mertens only for the sheer fact that every single other player here has got a better card. Muller's got his team of the season, Gomez got a team of the season, Messi's obviously got many special cards and a team of the season, and Visca has as well. So we're going to take Mertens, but really he's probably not going to be in the team, or I hope he's not going to be in the team. We'll go and take our right forward position as we get an incredible amount of picks, but I have heard some really good things about this Atal card, so he is definitely going in at right striker for me. And then on the left hand side, I think, because I want to bear in mind that we do need some chemistry and there are better cards of all these other cards here, I'm going to take Barnes. We've then got Dominguez in the middle, Lucas Leiva, Eggstein. I really do love that card, but he's not going to link to anyone there. But at the same time, none of these are from Liga anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to take Eggstein just in case, and maybe move him onto the left-hand side. We've got a prime moments Gerrard, which will definitely take and pop him into the middle, so that gives Atal a little bit more chem. Nothing again from the French league to give more chem to Atal. And looking at these, none of these are that great. I'm going to take De Jong, as he probably has the better links. For instance, we have got Florenzi there, who probably is our best pick. So we'll take him. I've got to take Sol Campbell because that card is just absolutely insane. Going to take Ter Stegen. It doesn't matter that it's a normal card. He is just overpowered on this game. We've got to take Diogo Carlos. Again, that card is insane, and he does do the links for us there. And really here we're looking for a German or German league. There we go. We get our wish in Schultz. So that's pretty good. 98 chemistry with a 90 rated. Really, we just need to sort the forwards out up here and maybe sort out De Jong, get either an icon or someone with some better chemistry links from that league as we go and get prime moments, Michael Owen, which helps us out there to get the full 100 chem. Now we're just picking players really just to get good players in the side. We'll take HB because I'm hoping that will reduce the amount of centre-back picks we'll get, and because we don't need centre-backs at all anymore. We've got everything we need. I'm going to take Rodrigo, just in case we need to pop him in for the full chem to De Jong. Oh my. I don't know how anyone could ever turn down Team of the Year Kante. However, that does put us in quite a pickle with regards to our team there. We might have to come on as a sub. We'll take our favourite Cameroonian goalkeeper because I pack that guy more than anybody in the game. If we could get a German team of the season, which we're not going to, we have got this guy, but we could have actually have then potentially put him at left centre back and moved the icons around then, so we could have possibly have got Kante in. But it doesn't matter. We're on to the midfielders. Munayin looks really solid actually as a card. I'm going to pop him in instead of De Jong because I don't like too many defensive midfielders, and Eggstein is going to be our defensive mid on this occasion until I get Tonali, who looks incredible as well. Oh, choices, Sissoko as well. Yeah, let's take Sissoko. We've got Messi. And the final pick is going to be Eden Hazard for us. So I think really, although I definitely want to be playing a Tal in this squad, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Messi in at right forward, just so that it gives everybody full chem. So literally everybody there is on full chem. We've got nothing to worry about in that sense. We've got some great subs on the bench here. We'll go and get rid of these, get rid of the silver, get rid of this other rare gold in Sacco. And that puts us to a 190 draft. Maybe, I don't think it'll be any more if we, oh, it is a 191. There we go. So that's not too bad. A 191 draft. And that is how our team looks. Not too bad at all. Really happy with the defence. That's probably one of the best defences I've had going into a draft ever, I think. And we have got 4 prime icon moments who are all English as well, which I didn't realise until I just now looked at all the cards there. So we'll go into the first round of the draft and hopefully we can get ourselves a W. Okay, so here we go into our first round of the draft. We've chosen a white kit because we have got all those England players in. We are looking at a pretty good team, to be fair. He's got the nice shapeshifters, Ferland Mendy. He's got a team of the season, Hernandez. He's got a right back at centre back, and Schmeichel's off chem. Neymar is off chem. Ferland Mendy's off chem, and so is Hernandez. So there's a few players off chem there. Whether you think that matters or not, let me know in the comments. I think it does. And I do try and make sure that all players in my teams have got full chem. But let's go and see if we can get ourselves a win. Not going to change anything to begin with. Going to see how the players play. And we find ourselves 3-2 up. He changes player a lot to try and intercept our passes. When most of the time actually he's doing it right. I don't know if he is using the stick or whether he is using the bumper. But just a couple of times, the way that he's doing it is a little bit predictable. Like there's almost a pattern. And in that occasion, as long as I was getting the ball distributed really quickly, we were able to get through on goal. We are now 3-2 up in the 69th minute. So hopefully we can see this out. So right at the end there, we just get what I thought was actually a legitimate goal, but it turns out to be offside. But it is enough to see us to a 4-3 victory. And yeah, I mean, it was a fairly even game. I think the stats will probably show that he may even had more shots on target, but actually I feel like I had the better chances. Let's have a look at the stats. Actually, it was fairly even. Like I said, I had 9 on target, 9 shots taken, so really clinical in where my shots were going. Just narrowly outdone him for the win. So we're now into the dreaded second round, the round that I had the most problems with. So I think from the start this time I'm probably going to get rid of Messi. He's just a little bit off the pace, and Eggstein for Kante straight off the bat. That way, when we start this game, I've got the team that I was winning with at the end there. Going to stick with the all white kit for the England players we have in the side. And as we look at the team, there's a lot of players off chemistry, especially those defenders. Alaba's off chemistry, Ramos off chemistry. Yeah, so I mean, he's got a decent side. He's got Bergkamp and Rui Costa really good. Ronaldo, obviously. Rashik is really just pace. I did have that card on my Trade to Glory for a little while. He was just really about pace. He didn't really have anything else really good about him. So we'll go straight in, do the subs, and we'll get into the game. I cannot tell you how many chances we have had in that second half of extra time. We really should be. I'm not even exaggerating. We should be about 8-5 up just from extra time. Wow. We've come through that on penalties. That has been one of the most epic games I've played, but really I feel like it should have been over in 90 minutes. He smashed the last penalty against the bar. We've scored a few really good ones. Owen hit one inside the post, straight in. Really good game. I think statistically it's going to show that it was really even. If not, actually, I probably had more shots and more chances, because I don't think, if we go through and have a look at the highlights, I don't think some of the misses are going to be on here. They're not. Just because there's too many goals, there's not anything on there. So I mean, yeah, 19 shots to 12 pretty much sums up the game. We really should have come through that in 90 minutes. But I'm not going to complain. We are through the second round. This team's pretty good. Definitely need to make those substitutions at the start of the game, though. I think Munayin and Eggstein just don't quite cut it, and Barnes runs out of pace towards the end. Whether I do actually bring on Rodrigo, though, he missed an absolute sitter for us. I'm not sure. May have to look to change that around a little bit. But we go into the semi-finals of the draft, and we are against... Okay, Mbappe scares me. Prime moment Zidane scares me. He's got two non-rare centre-backs and a Cam who's just a team of the week. So that makes me think... Plus both of his centre-backs and the goalkeeper off Cam as well. So it makes me think he's probably going to make his 3 subs really early on. I always worry about doing that. He is now pausing it. So yeah, so it looks like he's going to probably take his centre-backs and that Cam off, unless he's played with that Cam in the previous rounds and has found him to be okay. We're going to bring on Atal for Munayin and put him up at right wing, bring Messi in at midfield, and then we're going to go and bring on our absolute saviour in that game. He intercepted the ball so many times in Kante. Hopefully we can get another win and get ourselves to a final. And we go and make it 4-2 right in the dire moments of the game. He's committed, basically I think he's gone all out attack. He's committed all his men forward, and we've got him on the counter attack. Nice little cross, lovely little header. Hopefully there's no one in the world that would miss that. And we do go through to the final on the Graft to a Draft series. So, you know what? I'm not expecting anything amazing here, but at least we should have some better rewards to be able to open at the end of this episode. Okay, so here we go. We're donning the white kit again. We're in the final. Decent looking team. Socrates, although he is just a gold rare card, I actually really rate him as a centre-back on this game. Again, he's got Wan-Bissaka off Chem. I think that's just it. No, he's also got the right mid Gabriel off Chem as well. But again, Prime Zidane, Son is overpowered in this game. Whether he'll change him and put him somewhere else or play him up front, I don't know. But he is incredibly overpowered for what card he is on this game. A couple of nice prime moments icons in Garincha and Overmars as well. Overmars is in my actual Trade of Glory team. We'll go and make our subs. Really happy with how the team's been performing. Especially that Atal card. I was right about putting him in. And Kante in the middle has been instrumental as well. Here we go. Into the final, see what we can do. He's turned his inside out there. There's not much I could do. I was concentrating as hard as I can to try and stop him from getting the shot away. In the 85th minute, he's gone 2-1 up. Again, we've had another couple of really good chances. Messi, actually, of all people, had a really good chance. Open goal, the keeper had come out and was on the floor. But unfortunately, it got blocked by one of his defenders. I think this could be it. We've not created too many chances in this. Yeah, a bit of a shame there. He's sort of seemed like he's going to attack, but actually all he's done is pass the ball around in my half to try and just see the win out, which, to be fair, is, you know, it's a draft final. I don't have anything against him doing that. I did try and tackle him and charge him down a couple of times, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. As you can see, it's very, very even in terms of attempts on goal, but he did have a lot more possession than I did. But hey, we got to a final. We've done our trading. We're going to go and get our rewards for our 3 wins. It's a gold players pack and a premium gold players pack, so at least they're all players. Let's go and open the first one. It's not a board. At the moment we're 9k up. We've got the premium gold players pack. This is the one we want boards in. It's not. All that grafting, all those extra times to not get a board. You know, team of the season is something else, but no board is pretty devastating. No French Ligue 1 player. It's stored it all in my club without me even pressing a button, which is really random. So I'll go and sell those items, get them on the market, see what price we've got when we come on next time onto the Graft to a Draft series. It will only be these coins now. The next pack and guess episode I'm going to be doing will actually be on my Trade to Glory account. Will be from my Squad Battles rewards and the Weekend League rewards next Thursday. So we'll be doing another pack and guess on there with my wife on that next week. This Friday, obviously, like I say, I will be taking part in Foot Champions, so I will probably list up just a few of the highlights of some games or maybe some milestone win points just to put that up, show you the team I'm rocking with. And hopefully this week, preferably tomorrow or the next day, we are going to be recording a Foot Eliminator. As I said, I did go and pack that Kenny Lala on my Trade to Glory account, so we'll probably be doing the episode on him. However, Matty doesn't have a lot of coins, so the chances are it'll be that I'll do maybe a League and he will pick one of the Latin American tots that he can afford, and we'll do a different one, so we'll be able to do the 2 promos that are out in the team of the season side by side. And I'll definitely use Kenny Lala because it's an incredible card. I'm not going to get to use him in my team because he doesn't fit. However, anyway, that has been a Graft to a Draft. It is quite a long episode. I may be able to chop this down so that it doesn't take so long to put up onto YouTube. But yeah, if you could smash a like, smash a comment on the video as well. Anything, like I say, with regards to the interceptions, if you can help me out, or just anything you want to know about me, about the series, etc. And please do, as always, like I say, subscribe to the channel and tell your friends about the channel so they can subscribe too. When we get to 100, there will be a giveaway, which obviously you do want to be a part of, so that you can see if you get one of the vouchers that will be given away at 100 subscribers. I've been B-RAD. Thank you ever so much for tuning in.